Hey guys, Jenny here. Welcome to my channel and welcome to your next reading. So I've been seeing the images of trees in my mind lately, and I mean, obviously this tree's outside, but trees represent growth, okay? And they also teach us how to be rooted within ourselves and our lives so that we can go through whatever situation we're going through. So I've titled this video, what are you growing through? Okay, kind of a play on what are you going through, all right? So I'm gonna pull a few cards, kind of see what the wisdom of the trees have to say for whatever you are going and growing through, all right? So if you would, in just a moment, check out the 3 trees, and I've got that set for about 10 seconds, but if you need to pause the video, that's totally fine. I will be getting started with the very first one. Hello, those of you who've chosen tree number 1. So I've got like 4 decks out here, as well as my bag of fortunes, and I'm going to start and just pick a card, see what we're working with. This deck I'm using is the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. So let's see, what are we going through? How can we be helped? Okay, so it's a number 9 card, the Ringmaster of Scrutiny, Discernment, Clear Vision, Details. I'll show you the card. Glare. I would have done this in my bedroom like I normally do, but my room is extra echoey right now because I've gotten rid of my mattress and bed frame because I'm getting a new one in just a couple days. So my room is like too echoey to create a video. So in my dining room I'm at. All right, so first and foremost, I am focused very much on the number 9. 9 is like the last, it symbolizes, excuse me. Okay. It symbolizes the last like phase of a cycle, the ending of your old life, you know, you're about to begin a new life. And I feel, I mean, whether you've chosen tree number 1, I feel like collectively we're all going through that specific thing. We're kind of like, I mean, we're coming up to the end of 2021 anyways. I almost said 2022. So we're at the end of the year anyway. And I feel like in general that there is like a phase of our lives, a cycle of our lives that are ending, and come literally the start of the new year, a new you emerges, all right? Now, with the word discernment and scrutiny, I kind of feel like some of you, this isn't gonna apply to all of you, some of you has been discerning, I almost wanna say even scrutinizing, like the people in your life, the situations in your life, even just physical objects around you. Like, I kind of feel like you've taken it upon yourself to really like take inventory of your entire life and seeing what works for you and what doesn't. Now, for those of you who have already been doing that, I actually want to say keep going, okay? Because I get really good vibes with that. I'm not scrutinizing you for doing that. I actually feel like you do need to have a healthy level of discernment in your life, okay? It creates boundaries. Boundaries are helpful beyond belief. For those of you who aren't currently taking inventory of your life, I highly suggest you do so, okay? I feel for some of you, there is like 1 or 2 people in your life that, well, for lack of a better term, is draining you, all right? I just look, like the image I see in my mind is like you, but then like there's this energetic like shadow of a being, and it's like siphoning off energetic waves from you to them. So I'm seeing that symbol representing like, okay, there's you, and you know, you think you're happy with your life, but you've got one or two players in your game that like literally they're just siphoning energy. They're draining you, all right? So I kind of feel like you need to, that's where you need to take inventory. I also feel like for others though, this is going to be regarding like a job. Like the job itself is just asking way too much of you, and not even like just of you, like of like people in general, the employees in general. I feel like the job is not tailored really to you or to your fulfillment. It doesn't, no. They're just really only looking out for their pockets. They're not looking out for yours, if that makes sense. So I actually feel like now is a good time to discern, to even scrutinize certain aspects of your life, okay? And I don't want to say be a little nitpicky, but you may need to be a little nitpicky. You don't have to verbalize that nitpickiness to people, right? You don't have to like scrutinize the details on like, or like how someone, I don't know, loads the dishwasher. I know a lot of people get hung up on that, believe it or not, and I am not one of those people. Like, just fucking put the dishes in, I don't care. Put the soap in and set it to on. Like, you're good to go. So, but I know people who are like, they scrutinize, like, no, it has to go this way, it has to go this way, like whatever. And I'm like, really? Is it that big of a deal? Are you gonna die if it's not done this way? So I feel like there's a healthy level of scrutinization, okay? So choose your battles wisely regarding that. Let's pull a card from the Gaia Oracle. I feel like that little dishwasher thing, you know, may only apply to a few of you. But hopefully you understand what I mean. That just, you know, you don't need to be so hung up on minor details regarding minor issues like that, okay? Does that make sense? Calling people out. But you only ever grow through tough situations. So even if a situation is mundane like that, I mean, you can actually grow and gain patience through that. Okay, we have here a much better card. 24 or a 6. Eternal love, happiness, harmony, fulfillment. So this is coming in for a lot of you. If you can discern what is right for you, okay, and what is not. Discern who the right people should be in your life and really who should not be, okay? Discern the job you should be doing, or, you know, career or company you should be working for versus not. You understand what I mean? Like, I feel like you have to set those type of boundaries, okay? You have to set the boundaries in order to receive this. If you don't do this first, you will not come into this. It will be quite delayed, all right? This is only going to come in as long as you move in the direction of what is best for you. And only you can answer what is best for you. It's your life. It's you, okay? I feel a lesson in discernment is actually what you're growing through right now. And that's setting boundaries, healthy boundaries, and really learning, like I said, really learning and communicating, not even just to yourself, but communicating to the universe, communicating to those around you, communicating to people you work with, communicating to, you know, family, whatnot, what works for you and what doesn't, and being adamant about that, okay? If you find you have someone in your life who plows through boundaries like they don't even exist, like they just disrespect your boundaries. If you say no, they don't listen to when you say no, or if you tell them not to do something, like they go and do it anyway, like that is someone you need to separate from, okay? Because they're not willing to work with you. Boundaries are a way to heal. And they're necessary. They're not just like, oh, something you can think about doing. No, like they're legitimately necessary. So you got to put the boundaries up, and that's what you're growing through right now. You're learning to do that. in order to come into this, okay? That's a great card though. I am also drawn, so I know this is 24, so that might be a good number, you know, a lucky number for some of you. But also because the 24 reduces to a 6. 6 does represent love, but I am also drawn towards 6 months out from now. So what's that? We're at the end of November. So by the end of May, some of you actually may be coming into love. Okay, so springtime. I like that. That's wonderful. Just a little. I'm going to pull from the Natural Enchantments Oracle deck. An autumn card, 50 or 5, the twist. So yeah, some of you may be feeling exactly like these twigs right there. All twisted up, all like dazed and confused. You don't know what the fuck is going on. You don't know even what to do with your life. You're just like, maybe some of you don't even know what you want. If that's the case, and that is something to really actually grow through, all right? Because so 2018 was not my favorite year. I understand 2018. I understand why. I went through like a whole dark night of the soul very shortly after I turned 35. I did not like being 35. I like being 36 because I was no longer 35. So during that time though, it's a complete like breakdown of who you are, who you think you are. And you very well may go through a period where you don't even know what you like anymore. Like you don't even know what interests you. And I went through that. And that's tough because like I even had people like I'd be like, what do I want to do with my life? And I had people be like, well, what do you like to do? And literally I would answer, I don't know. Because I didn't, like I legitimately didn't know like what I liked anymore. And that was like frustrating as hell. I say the first step, and this is because this is just what I did. Okay, so if you're going through that, and ignore the background noise, we've got neighbors doing yard work. What I did was I actually made a list of things I knew I no longer liked anymore, okay? Regarding jobs, just regarding like even like hobbies, passions, whatnot. Like I legitimately I wrote down a list of things I knew that I didn't like anymore. That was able, that started me. That was able to get me like going, be like, okay, I know I don't like this anymore. Like I know it just doesn't resonate with me anymore. So I'm just not even gonna pay any attention to this. I'm not putting any energy into this anymore. That helps you because if you can at least narrow that down, it allows you to figure out things that you actually like to do. All right. So I know that's going to apply for just some of you, not all of you. That's, you know what I mean? So just take what resonates or whatever. But I do feel like in order to figure out your next move, at the very least, figure out one thing you can unravel, okay, because it's all twisted here. You can unravel in your life. If you feel like you're stuck, like your life isn't moving forward, what can you release? Because that's unraveling. What can you release? What can you let go of? Okay, what can you, at the very least, push aside or push to the back burner? So it very well could also be, I'm hearing some of you may need to actually declutter your physical space because a lot of clutter does actually clutter the mind. So, decluttering your physical space can allow you to have a mental breath. But change is coming up. 50 reduces to a 5. 5 is all about change, whether good or bad. But I feel like if you've been kind of stuck in a rut, you're in limbo, change is coming for you at the start of this new year. I'm telling you, it's coming up so soon. That it's like you also won't even be able to deny such a change. I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to come in waves. It's not going to be just all of a sudden like whoosh, one big thing and like, bomb dropped. I don't really see it like that. I kind of see it actually in waves. It's kind of like, okay, maybe a relationship ends or you guys separate. Well, okay, that's one area of your life then that's changing and that will help reverberate to other areas. Or maybe it's a job. You like, okay, I know I don't want to do this anymore. That's good discernment right there. You know what you don't want to do anymore. So then you just stop doing it. You just find something else. You just say fuck it and say yes to the next opportunity that gets brought up to you. So to unravel yourself and start a change, let go, release, surrender, do that. Sometimes easier said than done, but if you literally can just get yourself to a point of just being like, ugh, fuck it, forget it, then you're better off actually. It allows you to be in the flow. I'm going to pull a card from the Mystical Wisdom deck. Ooh, that one wants to come out. I like when they fall out. Dragon, discover your courage. Yes! Oh my God, discover your courage to just let go, or to make that change. Like if there's something that you know you want to do, but you keep like kind of hemming and hawing over it, like you're kind of like, I don't know if I can, or just, what is this gonna mean for me? No, just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. Just be like, all right, fine, who cares? And just like do it. That actually works for me. Might not always work for you, but I kind of feel like, if you really want to make a forward decision, then you have to just like jump the gun. You just have to do it. Otherwise, you're making the decision to stay put where nothing is changing. So, but I like this. Dragon is also a very protective energy. So I do feel you're actually protected from the worst. So if there is a change you want to make, but you're too scared to do so because you're worried, like, I don't know, you're not going to feel safe. Or, maybe you just won't be secure in some way, or you won't be stable, or, what if you fail? I don't like using that word. I don't believe in that word, because either like something works for you or it doesn't and you learn from it, which means that's also a win. So I don't believe in the word fail, but a lot of you believe in the word fail. So if you think you're going to fail, I feel like jump and do it anyway. All right. You're protected from the worst. That's dragon energy for you. Let's pull from my bag of fortunes. You. What's that in your eye? Oh, it's a sparkle. That's legitimately what it says, guys. I don't know if it might not focus. Got a sparkle in your eye, guys. I think that's kind of cute. That's cute. I kind of look at like, if something sticks out, if you see something that sticks out to you, okay, here's the sparkle. If you see something that sticks out to you, whether it's a new job or person or I don't freaking know, whatever it is, doesn't matter. If you see something that sticks out to you, figure out how you can have it. Okay? Like, I don't know, something about this means to me, it's like, what resonates with you, what grabs your attention is for you. There's a reason it grabbed your attention. So go and get it so you can figure out that reason. Because you're not going to know the reason until you have it, until you do it. Okay? Numbers on the back. 45, 18, 8, 38, 25, 23. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed these messages. If you would, please give this video a like, comment, share it with others, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello and welcome to those of you who've chosen tree number 2. I've got a few decks out here. I've got Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, Gaia Oracle, Natural Enchantments Oracle, and Mystical Wisdom, and then my bag of fortunes. All right, so I'm gonna shuffle and pull from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, which I thought was appropriate. A little tree wisdom of the Hidden Realms. All right, what are you guys growing through? What lessons need to be learned right now? We have a number 10 or a 1. The Arrow Master, hitting the mark, intention, detachment. Ooh, okay, detachment. Okay, I know there's a glare. Sorry, guys. Let me go this way. This way any better? I don't know, because then I can't see the camera. Okay, so you guys, I feel like, are getting a lesson in detachment, where it's like you set your intention to something. Maybe it's a new job. If you guys hear background noise, try to ignore it. I've got neighbors doing yard work, but I like the natural light that comes in, so that's why I got the door open. So I feel like if you set out your intention, right, whether it's for a new job or a place to live, or a relationship, I feel like that's fine. Like that's great. Yes, like you're supposed to do that. But I feel like don't get caught up on how you get that new job or new place to live or relationship. Don't get caught up on the exact company you work for, okay? The new company you want to work for, or the exact type of house you want to live in, or even exactly how you want your next boyfriend to look like, okay? I feel like don't get caught. This is where the detachment comes from. So it's like, go ahead, like have that goal, right? Have that goal. Yes, because it gives you something to strive for. Absolutely. And your life won't be so dull. But don't be so caught up on how things happen or where things happen or like just when things happen. That's the detachment, okay? Because when you get too caught up on the minutia, you actually block yourself from actually having said goal, okay? You end up blocking that intention because you're spending too much time on the details. And it's not the details like that's important. Isn't having what you want, isn't that important? Or is it actually just how everything needs to be done? That's a level of control that you need to detach from. So for those of you who've chosen number 2, I mean, that's a big lesson, is being able to let go of the reins, being able to let go of control. Like wanting something and even taking like the first step towards it, and that's fine, but you don't try to control how you come into a new job, a new partner, a new home. Don't control how you do it, okay? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, the universe has control over that. All right, so don't get hung up on that. So make your attention, like it says, hitting the mark. Like go ahead, shoot that arrow. New life for you is coming in anyway. A 10 reduces to a 1. 1 is all about new beginnings and new lives. So like change is coming in for you regardless. Okay, you're at the start of a new life, but just be like, okay, you know what? I want to meet my divine counterpart. I do. So I'm going to use me as an example. I want to meet my divine counterpart. All right, I set that intention out. Out goes the arrow. All right, universe is in your hands. However I freaking meet him is how I'm going to meet him. And that's it. That's it. If I've got a friend who says like, hey, come out to dinner with me. I want you to meet someone. You know what? Fine. I'm going to fucking say yes. All right, why not? Like, not sure if I really want to be set up, but what the hell? Who knows? Maybe it's actually the guy, right? Or I don't know. Like, I'm just starting a notary business, and I don't even know where the hell that's gonna take me. But the opportunity presented itself to me, and I was just like, all right, what the hell? Let's see what happens. So who knows? Maybe I meet my divine counterpart that way. Like, I notarize his documents. I don't know. I'm literally leaving it up to life to make that decision for me, but I've made it clear what I want. Okay, so just make it clear what you want. Don't worry about anything else. Wow, I'm getting a lot of sunlight. Getting a lot of sunlight. It's fine. Y'all can see me. Y'all can hear me. I'm gonna shuffle and pull from the Gaia Oracle. See now. No, you gotta come out. So we have here a number 29 or an 11. Thinking of you, a loving thought, serendipity. Oh my God, yes. Yes, so if you can detach that, like how you get whatever it is you want, okay? If you can detach on the how, on the little details, like, dude, serendipity is gonna be your friend. You are going to, like, you will, the universe will, okay, now I gotta shut the door, because that's way too bright. I can't see. Oh, sorry, son. Gotta go away a little bit. Okay. A little bit more. All right. It was cloudy. So yes, so like, let the universe tell you, show you how it's gonna happen, okay? Like, universe, take my hand, okay? I love that. And this, like, I'm looking at this like in a regular tarot deck, like it's like the sun card. So to me, this is just like happy times. This is fulfillment, you getting your wishes, okay? So just, you will get your wishes if you can just relax. I know a lot of people don't like to be told to relax, but I'm telling you to relax. Oh, I'm gonna shuffle and pull from the Natural Enchantments Oracle. Winter card. I told you the top card. 13 or 4, the Great Thaw. Yes. So the sense of things coming undone, right? The thaw happens when we shift from winter to spring, right? Everything that was frozen can now unfreeze and life can begin again. And plus 13 reduces, so 13 might be like a lucky number for you, so that's great. Something may happen for you around the 13th of a month, so maybe like December 13th or March 13th, around there, give or take, only because that's closer to the end of winter. April 13th, spring. So, but either way, it does reduce to a 4. 4 represents like security, stability, building a better foundation for your life, for your new life that you're about to have. So I feel like you're also sort of getting a lesson, you're learning, you're growing through releasing like your old self, releasing what no longer works for you, whether it's like a job or your car or, you know, whatever it is, okay? Your old life was frozen, okay? It was sitting on ice. And now you're kind of like, yeah, no, I'm not doing any of that shit anymore. I don't want it. I don't want any of that. Nope, new life. And here you are, like, new life coming in, and it's thought out. All right, so I see this. I also do feel, though, this may feel like an emotional time for you, right? Like kind of like tears falling, an emotional time for you. Learning to let go and just kind of, you know, change can be scary for people. I love change, right? But it can be scary for people. I understand that. Because you get so used to like how things were. But see, here's the thing. Change is the only constant in life. Change is inevitable. Change is going to happen regardless. You can only hold on to so much until there actually is nothing for you to hold on to anymore. But that can be an emotional experience. So if you need to, cry it out, release. However you need to release your old life will help you. Actually, it makes it easier for you to accept your new life. Because you've got a new life coming in for you. Hence the 10 reducing to a 1. New life is here for you. Okay? What you want, what your intentions are, like you will achieve. You just have to release. I'm going to shuffle and pull from the Mystical Wisdom deck. That one. Memories. Cherish memories of loved ones. Okay, so some of you actually may be finding that you have to like let go of a relationship. Okay, whether it's romantic or friends or, you know, family. Excuse me, it'll be different for all of you. A relationship. Oftentimes, and I mean, we've all had our heart broken, okay? Like, let's be serious. We've all had our heart broken. We've all had to move on from one relationship, either to single life or just one relationship to another. It doesn't matter. We've all had to, right? We've all had to be in a relationship, have end to see what's next. So I'm feeling like it may not seem like it right now. Okay, it may not seem like it may not feel like it may not look like it, but appearances can be deceiving, because I feel like if you are going through if you're going through like some type of a breakup, okay, of any kind, if you're going through an ending, a separation of any kind with someone, and you feel it's ugly or it looks ugly, I feel like it's preparing you for something better, that relationship or that person they weren't meant for you anyways. They weren't meant for you anyways. Someone new is coming in for you, but like they can't come in for you if there's still this other person that you're hanging on to. So easier said than done, but I do feel for a lot of you, you're going through this healing and learning of how to like be okay with the way things have ended and allowing yourself to move on. You can look back at like the happy memories, like it says, like cherish the memories, right? Yeah, cherish memories of loved ones. That's fine, but don't get so hung up on cherishing the shitty memories, okay? Because that's what keeps you stuck. That's what keeps you from like not moving forward. And if you truly want like someone else to come in, I almost wanted to say someone better, but just someone else to come in, you have to like, you can't allow yourself to dwell and wallow in misery. That doesn't leave room for new, okay? I'm also feeling with this, and this is only going to apply, so kind of off topic, I feel like this is only going to apply for like one or two of you. I hear the word inheritance in my mind. So some of you over the, I don't know, next few months or so, 4 months, just saw the number 4 in my head, 4 months, which 13 reduces to a 4, like an inheritance, or just like money owed to you, or just money like you didn't even know that like was yours, is coming in for you. Okay, that's actually what I get with that. Yeah. Yeah, money that was like yours, like you didn't know, it's coming in for you. Let's pull from my bag. Got one. A long-term goal will soon be achieved. Guys, that goes so well with this card. Like setting that intention, like having that intention and just like letting go, like allowing the universe to just be like, give me the reins, like screw you. Like guys, like yes, I love this. You guys can take this literally. A long-term goal will soon be achieved. Oh my God, that like makes me so happy. So just relax. Don't worry about the how. Don't worry even so much about the when, okay? Don't worry about the who. Like just, or the what. Like just understand, like it's going to happen. You just allow it, okay? Just allow it. Oops. The numbers on the back: 16, 11, 22, 56, 19, 45. All right? Oh my God, I love that. I'm so happy. Make your intention and then just let it go, because then it's going to come in faster for you. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed these messages. Please give this video a like, comment, share with others, subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello to those of you who've chosen tree number 3. All right, so I've got the wisdom of the hidden realms, which I thought was appropriate because we were talking about wisdom of trees, right? Wisdom of the hidden realms. And I've got a few more decks plus my bag of fortunes. So let's see. Okay. Number 2, The High Lord of Gratitude and Service, Selflessness, Humility, Conscious Action. So some of you actually may be learning, I want to say humility actually, and being selfless. Not selfish, selfless. I actually am hearing on the very opposite end, this is only going to apply for, a few of you, that if you've been extremely selfless lately, like you're always giving to people, you don't think, first of yourself, like it's just, you're a natural giver. I actually am getting the opposite for you, that you are at a time now where you do need to be a little selfish. And I'm putting selfish in quotes because I'm not meaning it like as a way to be mean to people. To me, it's just like you are getting a lesson in learning how to put yourself first. And that's not a bad thing because, it's your life. It's your life to live. And you should be player number 1 in your own life, okay? You should not be player number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like player number 1 because it's your life. Yep. So I feel like for some of you, that's like a lesson you're learning right now. That's maybe a bit of a growing pain for you, and it may be taking you forever to understand it and get it because you're just so used to being, right, who you are. But for the majority of you, I am getting, though, it is time for you to just give without expecting anything in return. Okay? I just flashed to this memory, so I remember I was talking online, like Facebook Messenger or whatever, to someone I used to go to school with, and this was, I think, a couple years ago. I don't even think it was last year. I think it was a couple years ago now. And we were just chatting, getting caught up, and I was caught off guard by something he said. It kind of appeared to me as a red flag, where he was talking about this girl he was wanting to date, and he had said I bought her flowers and I did this for her and I did this for her and I did this for her, and she won't even she won't even allow me to take her on a date or something like that. The way he worded it, it was I did this for her, so because I did this for her, she should do this for me. And I flat out replied back, was you can't expect someone to give when they don't want to. And you can't, if you are giving to someone or something and expecting something in return. Now listen, if it's a job, okay, if you're putting the work in and so you're expecting to be paid, yes, because you know what, you're working for something, for a company or whatever, you signed a contract, right? That's what you guys agreed upon, so absolutely. But I'm referring to relationships here, okay? If you just give to someone or someone's, okay, more than one person, if you just give, but you're doing so because you expect something in return, first off, that's narcissistic behavior. Secondly, you will be disappointed because not everyone is even going to have the same heart as you. I've had to say that to people too, honey, they don't have the same heart as you. Why are you even bothering? Why try? Why put in the energy? You're wasting energy. So I feel for some of you, though, if you're going to give, don't expect shit. Just give for the sake of giving. Maybe some of you need to actually learn that. Give for the sake of giving. That's something for you to learn. Learn how that feels. It's actually not a bad thing. I've given plenty of times just to give. And it's funny because I have friends who they get a little hung up on being the receiver. And I'm you're fine. You don't have to give anything back to me. That's a whole other lesson for them to learn, right? But so there is a give or take. I feel with what I've just been saying for the past 5 minutes, you know where you fall on that spectrum, okay? If you've been overgiving, giving too little, learning a proper give and take, that's a nice spot to be in, all right? So that's what I get with this card. All right, let's see what else we've got. Oh, I can grab the deck. This is from the Gaia Oracle. this one. $15 or a 6, the temptress, seduction, deceit, a broken promise. So this does go a little bit in line with what I said for this, where like if you expect things in return, you're just going to be disappointed. Okay, so some of you are actually getting a lesson in that right now. Some of you are actually also, I feel like, just getting a lesson regarding expectations. Don't expect people to have the same heart as you. Don't expect people to think like you do. Don't expect people to do what you would do in any given situation, okay? Like, don't expect you in another person. Any other person, for that matter. Don't expect you. Because if you do, otherwise, like, there's gonna be broken promises. You're gonna feel deceit, all right? It will partly be your own fault because you expected them to be and do, be a certain way and do a certain thing, and then they didn't because they were being them, but you're the one with the broken heart, okay? So that is probably hard for some of you to hear, but that's also the way life is. I also feel some of you like, so the example I have in my mind is like, you have like a long-term goal, right? Like, so say you wanna like buy a new home, okay? But that involves you having to save money. But but maybe like, right, and that's like a long-term goal, okay? And that's great. But maybe part of the process of having that goal is to not spend money on like things you don't actually need. Like, say all of a sudden, you're like, oh, I don't know, my computer's a year old, like I could probably get a new computer. Do you need a new computer? Is it broken? If it's not broken, if your computer works and you don't need a new computer, like you can save that money towards your new house. Or like, I don't know, are you someone like who just like has to be on Amazon all the time and like you have to spend money that way? That prevents you from saving money for your new house. So I feel like this whole temptress thing is kind of like, discern what tempts you, right? See if it's actually just like, if it's something that like can maybe help you long-term goal, beautiful. But if it's something that just fulfills like a very quick, like something, is it really worth it? So there's a sense of discernment I get with this, also with this temptation card here, is discerning, like if something presents itself to you, discerning like, okay, well, is this really for me? Like, is this really going to make me happy in the long term? Do I really need this? That type of thing. And it's not like you'd be coming from a place of lack or anything like that. You're just learning to balance. You're learning balance. And that's not a bad thing, all right? But you have to take a look at your life and see what you're doing or not doing to keep it unbalanced. I'm going to shuffle the Natural Enchantment Oracle deck. I'm also looking at this Temptress card. Love is coming in for some of you. I'm very much drawn towards, 15 reduces to a 6, but I am drawn towards her heart. So I do feel love is coming in for some of you. You will be able to discern right away if it's for you or not. Ooh, okay, 2 cards. 16 or 7, the Sprout. I like that. Things growing. 10 or 1, the Snowfall. I'm hearing using all your resources. So using whatever resources you have, even if they're like internal resources like strength and faith and trust and courage and confidence and stamina, to be able to achieve what you want. I do feel luck is on your side. 16 reduces to a 7. 7 is a very lucky number. So I do feel what you are growing through right now, luck is coming in for you. Okay, so continue learning how to balance the scales in your life, and that can be difficult to do, but that's taking inventory of who you are and how you're showing up in your life. So some people don't like to like to do that. They don't like to take a look at themselves. But you're better for it. You're better for it. And you're definitely going through a nice growth spurt. You're resourceful though. That's what I get with the snowfall card. Just resourcefulness. With the snow falls, right? And it piles. And so some of you on a complete opposite end may feel like a lot of things are piling up in your life right now. If that's the case, I feel like prioritize. Okay, prioritize. So here's my little tangent. Prioritize one thing at a time. You'll find you'll get everything done really quickly. For others though, I look at like snowfalls. Okay, there's a lot of snowflakes coming, but it's like you are full of resources to figure out how to get to the next step. So I feel like figure out your resources because you're going through a little bit of a growth spurt right now. But that's not a bad thing because it's setting yourself up for like something like awesome. So I like it. I'm going to shuffle from the Mystical Wisdom deck. Let's see. We have here, that's stuck, there we go. Self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. Okay. So what did I just say though about like going through this growth spurt and finding the resources within yourself, right? When I was talking about strength, confidence, what did I say? Faith, trust, like all the inner workings, okay? So some of you are learning self-reliance. That's part of your growing period right now, your growing pains maybe even. But I feel like learning this sets you up for a better life because then you won't be dependent or codependent on other people to help you fulfill whatever you need to fulfill. Okay? It's teaching you a level of independence. Not to the point where it's like traumatic or anything like that, of course, but there may have been some codependency stuff going on. Now you've been learning how to be you, how to be your own boss, okay? How to do things for yourself. Being independent that way. It's not bad though. I do feel some of you're stepping into like, I look at this like she's a queen, right? Like she's got like the crown on her head and that's a good sized crown. Gold and jewels and whatever. I look at that like some of you are literally like about to step into like queen king energy. Like you guys are about to own your friggin' life. Like you're like, oh no, I'm not allowing this in my life anymore. Like you're putting up boundaries. Like you know what you want in your life and you're like, all right, I know step one to get what I want is this. So I'm gonna just do this. And I'm gonna work and conspire with the universe to make this happen. Like some of you are like becoming kings and queens of your life. Own it. Own that power. Own it. That is beautiful energy. You are gonna be able to move mountains. Mountains. I love it. All right, let's pull from this bag. Oh, I just had it and it slipped. I don't know if this was the one, but we will not know the worth of water till the well is dry. Yes, I feel like I may have used this one in a past video, not too sure. But I am drawn to like that statement, like is the juice worth the squeeze? Oftentimes though, you don't realize the worth of something till it is already gone, right? You don't know the worth of water until the well is dry. So if you have an opportunity in front of you now, if it's presented to you now, that means it was supposed to be there, okay? Opportunities don't come in just for the hell of it. Like opportunities come in because like they're supposed to be there. Otherwise they just wouldn't be here. So I feel like if the opportunity is there right now, jump at it. Even if it seems scary to you, do it anyways, okay? It's part of you, part of your self-reliance. all right? And learning to really trust yourself and trust that you are safe and that you're smart enough to be able to handle things, to handle whatever comes your way. So I look at this like, jump at the opportunity right now if it's there for you, because it's not going to be there much longer. And then after the fact, you're going to be like, shit, I should have done that. That would have been so good for me. Yeah, well, it bypassed you because you took your damn time making a decision, right? Numbers in the back: 54, 43, 14, 23, 12, 51. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed these messages. Please give this video a like, comment, share it, subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. Hope you all have a wonderful day. See you guys next time. Bye.